This is usually the part where hey, welcome to Reddit night. This is usually the part where I just rant for a couple minutes. I just like spit my twisted, skewed view on the world, you know. But I don't like I was sitting there at my smoke break, right? I have a smoke break before every single one of these, and I was just like, what the fuck am I gonna talk about, man? I haven't been reading the news. I've been fucking asleep for several days. Princess, who the fuck do you think you're talking to? Ew. Um, I got nothing to talk about. So instead, we're plugging a charity this week, and I have copy for the charity, which I'm going to read because I want to. Hold on. Man, click on the right buttons. Here we go. Welcome to Saturday night. This week's charity is It's Giving Farm. They're a queer and indigenous run farm in Stouffville, Ontario, focused on working cooperatively with the environment. They also work directly with Food Share Toronto, one of the many food banks dedicated to your right to eat. And they are currently fundraising to help build a new greenhouse. So please check that the hell out. Type !charity in the chat. Saturday Night is not affiliated with any charity listed. Any donations through Saturday Night's PayPal, Ko-fi, and Streamlabs go directly to support the show. Support the listed charity by using the link that appears when you type !charity in the chat room. Thank you. That was Stream Safe Essentials by Anasp, better known as Slouch Ferret, an excellent ferret who found me almost immediately after I, accepted the ferret verse. I'm also still having my first coffee. Hi, how are we tonight? Okay, y'all, seriously can't. This is a secret between you and me. I'm very nervous right now. I'm I'm a little starstruck. I gotta be honest. We got a great show for you tonight. We got the whole team behind Cat Lobster, including artists that I've followed since I was like, literally like 18, 19. Uh, just a really cool lineup. Uh, and I'm really excited to get into it. Are you guys excited? I think I uh if I if I had to give my take on the Cat Lobster, um, what is it? Like, is it a cat? Is it a lobster? Can someone clarify for me? I feel like I should have Googled this before we started the show. Um, Cat Lob Supremacy, Love a Cat Lobster, Candymatic, Lobster. It's a cat lobster. Is it's a cat and a lobster, or it's its own separate thing? This is the one thing, I researched everything else. When it came to cat lobster, it's a cat lobster. Okay, it is a cat lobster. Um, Good. I'm really glad to hear that. Um, it's neither and it's both. It's a way of life. Having a pet really is a way of life, even if they're not a cat lobster. Although I imagine cat lobsters require a lot of special treatment. It strikes me that a cat combined with a lobster would have to be underwater a lot, but cats don't like water. So I don't know. We'll have to ask the experts about that one. I don't know. Hey, do we want to just start the dang show? Let me have a sip of my fucking coffee, and then let's start the dang show. Watch this. You're not ready for how good this is about to go.
You gotta drop it in a certain way.
Is it a cat? Is it a lobster? It's both. Actually, Cat Lobster Simulator is now available to wishlist on Steam. Type exclamation point Cat Lobster, all one word, to get that link. Today, we're sitting down with some of the team behind Cat Lobster to answer some of your burning, or should I say boiling, questions. Remy, Tim, Esper, Dana, welcome to the show.
Remy said hi everyone, what's up?
Hi, Remy. Wow, that's a hell of an
Hello,
echo.
everybody. Hi.
This is perfect. Are you going to be using both voices? I have two people confused already. This is great.
Okay, let me do it normally. Hi,
Hello.
what's up?
Welcome. Hi, everyone. Wow. Cat Lobster Simulator.
Yeah.
Do you want to
This is
introduce
Cat
yourselves?
Lobster. Real.
It's not about me. It's about Cat Lobster Simulator.
This is true.
Okay,
I just wanted to be polite.
First up, Tim. We got the voice actor Tim. Let's say hello, Tim.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Hello. Hi. Hi, everybody.
Tim, right at the top, can we just get a quick Cat Lobster? Just a little one, Tim? Oh, perfect. Oh, that's exactly what I needed.
Thank you. There's more where that came from.
Yeah.
Some would say that I give Cat Lobster their voice, but I say that I just am responsible for delivering Cat Lobster's presence, which has burrowed itself into my soul, to the public. So
Yes, they're speaking through you.
I'm more of a Cat Lobster interpreter. I'd like to say than the voice of, but yeah, so happy to be here.
I'm happy to have you. Wow. A real Cat
So-
Lobster interpreter. Who's next?
Next up is me. Hands up, Tim is the best voice actor I've ever worked with. Tim is also the only voice actor I've ever worked with.
Tim seems like an
real-
absolute delight, so I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, I
Wow.
took a chance on him.
The
We
shot.
got Esper99. Esper99's doing some composing and also some dev work on Cat Lobster.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. And
Right.
we got Dana, the first cat lobster to ever be discovered.
Hi, my name's Dana.
Dana, can I put you on the spot right away, or would you rather wait?
Oh, sure. No,
Do it.
that's fine.
What is the origin of the Cat Lobster? How did this come
Um,
about?
I think it goes back. Well, you made a little comic about it, Remy.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
just talking about how when I was younger, just like whenever I'd be in like the grocery store, I'd always like going over to like the seafood section and seeing like the live fish and lobsters and stuff. And it was always cool because it's cool to see an animal, but it was sort of like bittersweet because like they're there because somebody's gonna eat them. But
Yeah.
so like a childhood fantasy of mine was like buying a lobster from the grocery store and keeping it as like a pet.
Mm.
And so in response, Remy drew the first cat lobster thing.
Do you think
'Cause
you
I
would
was-
be? Sorry, go ahead.
Sorry, my bad. Because I was already drawing her as a cat, so that's just I paid my bills through college drawing like furry stuff. I'm in it for the long haul. So we already had the cat, and then we had the lobster story, and I said, "Now you're the lobster," because we had a weird kind of quarantine friendship going on. And she was like, "I have no idea what you mean by that, but that's pretty funny anyway." And then we made cat lobster.
What
and
did you
everyone
mean by
went
that?
Wild. Well, if you're a lobster, if you're being lobstered, sometimes you're just a little guy. You need to go in a tank. Maybe your friend can be kind to you, and then maybe the next day your friend is a lobster. Check on your friend.
Mm. I had a stress nightmare about this show
Ah.
last night where I just was my whole room was like tiled like a shower, and there was about a foot of water and it was full of lobsters, and I was very scared. I wonder, what do you think makes a lobster a good pet? And then we can talk about cat lobsters.
A lobster or a cat lobster? Everyone's sending me the YouTube of that lobster. I think they're both good. They never act in malice. Other animals can have negative emotions, but cat lobsters are always good, even if they're bad.
They do feel hate. They do feel hatred. That's
Okay, whatever.
that's canonical.
It's
What do
on the
they-
inside. It's on the
Yeah.
inside.
What do they hate? Tim, maybe you can give us a perspective as the channeler of cat lobsters.
Oh, sure. Well, let's see. Cat lobsters, I think really, I don't think that cat lobsters likes to be perceived as either a cat or a lobster,
Mm.
or really any kind of known combination of animal. They're kind of their own thing, you know.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I think their individuality is really what sets them apart as creatures.
Mm.
And so you can't just say, "Oh, that's my cat that looks like a lobster," or "That's my lobster that looks like a cat." You know, they're their own amalgamation. You know, they're
Mhm.
truly a miracle of nature.
It's not
But what do
specific.
they what do they hate, Tim? They hate different foods or they hate their enemies?
Oh
It
my
sounds like
gosh.
they hate being judged. It sounds like
They
labels.
they like you, the player, if you're not like taking good enough care of them.
Oh yeah,
Protocol
they hate the
player.
player.
That's what I
Interesting.
was thinking
We're getting
of.
the first. This is a Saturday Night exclusive. The first actual mechanics from Cat Lobster Simulator.
No. Whoops.
You have to build affection. If you give it medicine when it doesn't need medicine, or you give it the food it doesn't like, they have different preferences. Your lobster may begin to hate.
You might see a little like anime angry little symbol right on their forehead.
Yeah, they
Uh,
do that.
That's when you know, and they're like, yeah, yeah. Like you gotta,
Yeah.
you gotta make sure they are treated well and given the proper amount of medicinal.
Is this gonna be?
supplements.
I have to ask. Like, is there a Cat Lobster ending that comes from creating the most hateful cat lobster? Because I don't think that's necessary. I think a lot of games do that.
There is,
Oh.
but because I was angry when it made it, when I made it kind of locks the game. I don't know if there's a way to get out of it.
Oh, okay.
Because my friend who play tested gave it too much medicine and said that all games need a fail state. So just for my pal, there's a fail state that just like breaks the game at the moment.
That's perfect. I think that says a very
Yeah.
potent message about don't be mean to animal. Even this one.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Hell yeah.
It's
I think I might have
saying
activated
says-
that once. by
Yeah, it says
accident.
I'm disappointed in you or something like that.
Oh wow, perfect. That's very thought provoking.
Yeah.
Anytime a video game is disappointed in me, it just feels bad. It's like, oh man,
Fuck around and find out. Yeah.
the rules were in
Right.
Certain conditions will cause a cat lobster to become frail. I don't know if that's really like a value judgment. It's just another kind of cat lobster. You know, because I mean, frail people are you know they're so
They're still
they're
people.
valid.
Yeah, it's the same
So, yeah.
species.
They
Yeah.
can be frail, they can be hot-blooded, they can be normal. There's lots of different cat lobster types. You have to kind of find out what lobster you have through trial and error.
Mm.
True.
What would
they
you-
can have a voice. They can be mute.
Mm.
Interesting.
Oh yeah, the silent type.
Oh.
That's the
There's
type
the
of cat
silent type.
lobster.
Ironically, when I first played the game, I think that might have been the one I rolled first, just like
Oh,
on happenstance. I think I got the silent one on my first go.
Mhm.
Yeah, so you're like, they hate me. They don't want to use my voice acting.
It's true. It's true. It's like, oh, maybe it's a good thing. Spare me from my own performance. But
What kind of
it
cat
was very.
lobster would each of you be? Do you think?
Oh man, I'd have to run down the
Okay.
different
Hot
types.
blooded.
Hot-blooded is
I
good.
would
Why
be-
hot-blooded?
Ooh.
Sorry, I keep cutting you off. Do you want to go first?
You'll see. You'll see.
Yeah, Esper 99 hot-blooded for sure. Dana would be normal but maybe frail. I would be a naughty type. I think Tim would be normal type. I think you would be naughty type.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not a cat lobster in any sort of respect of the word, but I appreciate the sentiment.
Well, if you took the drug that makes you into a cat lobster, you would become a cat
Is
lobster
that
for
real?
the duration of the trip. Yeah, it's in Cat with Gun.
Oh wow, that's incredible.
Yeah.
Is it
Read up.
for real? Yeah, I gotta get. These
It's
new
not out yet.
scenes.
I'm sorry. That wasn't fair.
No,
There's
it's
going to be
fine.
a little comic coming out soon where it shows the first time Dana experienced the drug that makes you into a cat lobster.
Oh hell yeah!
It's the sugar that makes you into a cat lobster for
Oh
general
yeah, sorry.
audiences.
For the Japanese
International
market, we're going to
audiences,
translate
yeah.
it as the sugar that makes you into a cat lobster because we don't want to. We don't want it to have too strong of an image.
I think we can. I mean, I'm stoned right now. I feel like we can talk about. I feel like we run into this every time because Twitch's TOS is so notorious, but also I'm like a huge rebel and I'm very cool and stuff.
The sugar that makes you into a cat lobster is a controlled sugar, but you
Mm.
know, all things in moderation. Don't have it before you're 21. Brain chemistry might be developing before then. Just be careful. Take vitamin C. It's neuroprotective.
Are there any side
It
effects?
will.
Sorry,
Make
Yeah,
you
it
turn into a
makes you
cat
into a
lobster.
cat lobster.
Yeah.
is that a side of? What are the primary effects then?
I'm not a doctor or a
Bottom effect,
scientist.
side effect, bottom effect. It turns you into a cat lobster.
Yeah.
That's the only effect. All right, hell yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
no, because the dogs can't take it, for example. You'd probably not be able to take it because you can have permanent, persistent lobster syndrome. This could look like a claw,
Monster.
retain the lobster claw. You're gambling if you take it and you are not a cat. It works on cats.
I understand. Okay.
I guess it's a matter of whether you want it or not. I mean, some people would. I guess maybe some people would prefer those side effects. Who knows? Who knows?
I-
There's all kinds.
Yeah,
I've just found out that cats can have gabapentin, so I feel like their immune systems are just fine. I feel like this is
yeah. If you got a super senior cat,
Yeah.
cats can have gabapentin as a treat for arthritis.
Only on Tuesdays.
I've
Yeah.
had a friend who's taking her cat on an airplane and just is gonna get it stoned to make it not be so stressed out.
Honestly, might as well. Probably best for everyone.
So returning, sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say cats are special little guys. My bad.
No, it's okay. Cats are
It's true.
special little guys, and I'm really glad that you brought that up because I agree.
Mm.
Isn't every sugar a gamble? You know, I mean, like you're not cool for smoking weed.
Pacific Northwest furries. Shots fired.
And not anymore. You know,
What?
not illegal anymore.
Yeah.
Something has to be illegal for it to be cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you
In
have
my
to
opinion.
break the laws, otherwise you don't
Right.
get to hang out in our clubhouse. What is it
Oh
about?
my goodness.
What is it about a cat that is so specifically tailored to becoming a lobster? Do you think?
Well, because of the name,
Right,
because it makes you into a cat lobster.
right.
Also, most of the people in Cat with Gun are cats, so their doctors and the scientists are making things predominantly for cats.
Mm.
So it wasn't intentional. It's just mostly cats.
But they're
That's interesting.
understandable. Is there something about the combination of a cat and a lobster that makes them, like, the perfect pet?
I think we can crack the Japanese market. It's the most normal thing I ever did. And they're quite simply delightful little guys. Everyone can't get enough of Dana or Tim.
Well, I think the main appeal really is that, hey, with every cat lobster, you get a free hat, and like I can't think of too many others. If that is a hat, if I'm getting that right.
Yeah, some
Um,
people suggested it was a carapace, but I think it could be a hat.
Okay, I wanted to be sure. It's really the first naturally occurring hat in nature that I know of.
Well, snails get
Yeah,
hats.
snails do have hats, or is like a
Oh.
trouser, a long, curly, hard trouser.
That is, you know what? You're right. You're right. That is pretty cool.
I think
I would say then that one of the biggest appeals of a cat lobster is not having to go out and buy your own hat. It comes with one that is naturally stylish.
I feel like they would hate to have their hat taken away, though.
I don't think you should ever try and take away a cat
Don't do
lobster's
that.
hat. That would never be necessary.
Don't do that.
If the hat had something wrong with it, you could sort of apply medicine to the cat lobster's hat directly.
Dana, how would you feel if someone stole your hat?
I guess it depends on the hat, but the one I'm wearing, I don't know, that'd just be inconvenient.
Kind of a
Inconvenient.
comfort hat.
It's like taking away like the skull from a Cubone. You can't do that.
It's fucked up. It's
against policy.
You can't do that. You can't do
It's
that.
also mean.
It's just rude.
It's its whole identity.
It's like
it's rude.
you wouldn't lop the ears off a bunny, for example. Oh, Toby just squeaked because he knew I was talking about him for a second.
Oh,
I have a bunny named Toby. He's very small
Well, it's
and very
crazy.
old. Yeah,
that's adorable.
thank you.
Oh,
Why do you put that extra syllable in things? If I can ask, it's
I
very
think it's really
cute.
just it makes me feel happy.
Hell yeah.
Cat lobster is all about seizing moments of joy.
Right. If I can add a bobble onto the rest of my words, then
Might
hey,
as
you
well.
know, it's an extra mental flourish for me.
Also, Tim gets paid per syllable, so this is really
Perfect.
really gonna break the bank.
Well,
No, I'm excited for the check that I'll receive in a few days from this
God.
from this Twitch
How-
stream. Every word I say.
how much
killing
per
me.
syllable? Just so we-
25 cents.
Wow, really?
Yeah, cat lobster unionized.
Are you hiring?
No, you just
Okay.
said that you would never be a cat lobster, so I know that you're not passionate.
Did I say that? I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
You know what?
Yeah, you said it.
That was a visceral moment of speaking from the heart, and I regret being so rude, but I don't regret what I said.
Your Honor, once money was involved, I decided to change my opinion.
Exactly. I'm selling
I have
out.
such
Wow.
cases.
Breaks my heart. I'm selling out for you. Anyway. This fits into, like you mentioned earlier, the cat with gun universe. Is there a reason? I think we covered a little bit, but why do all of the cat lobsters look like Dana?
The thing is, Dana actually looks like a cat lobster rather than vice versa.
Okay.
There's a couple things she's insecure about, mainly her tail, but also every now and then maybe she likes someone, they'll say, you're funny, I like you, you remind me of like a cat lobster, and that sort of triggers her shame.
Oh no.
She has a problem with the drug that makes you into a cat lobster.
It's just one of those faces, or well, one of those. Yeah. Dana,
Yes.
what are your like? Okay, listen, addiction is a terrible illness, but surely there are good parts of being the cat lobster.
Um,
I'm about to get a
I guess-
resounding no. Sorry, go ahead.
I don't know. There's something to be said for a shift in perspective to the aquatic.
You much of a swimmer?
It's- when I get the chance, but it's been a while.
She still dreams of it. She dreams of being a cat lobster. The most heartbreaking thing I ever heard was someone say, The only time I see Dana looking happy is when she's a cat lobster, and it messed me up until I realized they were talking about just like drawings of her.
Oh wow. No,
But
but
it was like, yeah, she is happy when she's a little cat lobster more.
does that ring true for you, Dana?
Hmm.
Are you only happy when you're a
I,
cat
I, I
lobster?
think you're contractually obligated for it to ring true for you. I'm just pointing that
Yeah.
out.
No, I
Yeah.
mean,
I may as well take the safe yes across the
I'm so
board.
sorry.
Yes.
Everything you say, I agree with. Whatever it is.
So this drug that we're talking about that turns people into cat lobsters,
It's the
turns cats
sugar.
into cat lobsters. Okay, sugar that turns cats into cat lobsters. Was this the intention of this chemical's development, or was this a fun side effect?
I have heard more about the circumstances in which it was developed, but if I spoke freely about it, that may cause trouble for people who have explained the process to me.
Interesting.
So I think we're about another 10, maybe 15 years off before it's safe to talk about how it was developed candidly. But the conversations that we will be able to have down the line will be interesting.
That's fantastic PR speak. I have absolutely nothing to say about that. You're right. We will have fascinating conversations in the future.
I have to protect my sources to an extent, even though I also want to tell an interesting story.
Well, come on.
There's just limitations and all.
I won't tell nobody.
Okay,
Wink.
just look up MK Ultra. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh wow. Y'all were funded by that?
MK Ultra.
MK
Oh
Ultra.
yeah.
No, I kid.
We're
I
friends.
kid.
I mean, it's not like we yeah.
The Jigsaw voice is perfect, by the way. How did you settle on that for today?
This is my normal speaking voice.
Oh, I'm sorry.
This is a normal conversation having friendly ass speaking voice, and I'm honestly hurt. You
I
think
know,
I want
I'm
to
so
sound
sorry. I didn't realize.
scary? You
I'm crying.
You know
this is a
what?
scary voice. I'm gonna tear your butt out of your fucking butt and
This
put it in your butt.
that's
How's
awful.
that? Is that it? Is that what you want?
No,
Is that
I
what you
would
want
hate
from
it if
me?
that happened. I would
Is
be
that all you?
so
Is that all
scared.
you?
No.
Is that all you want from me?
No, I don't think so. Thank you.
I feel like
though.
I'm in a.
I'm gonna say it now. Esper 99 is quite difficult to work with, but I am not very good at computer, and so when the video game is broken, I do sort of escalate things up the chain, but it is pretty hard to just
So
even have a conversation.
who's in charge here? You or Esper?
I
take
worry about
orders.
that.
I
He's
feel
the
like I'm in a
boss.
round of
He's
trivia
the
murder
boss.
party right now.
Yeah. No, that's
Oh,
where the voice is
brutal,
from. I
brutal.
remember.
Yeah, that's that's how I feel.
Listen,
I was
listen.
having
I-
flashbacks.
Anyone can wear the mask.
How is it
where
working?
were we? Oh, he's the boss. He is. We've got Notion. You know, we make make tasks and shit.
Like
Oh.
checkboxes.
Yeah.
Genuine.
I'm
And,
nominally in charge, but Esper 99 is a sinister force
Mm.
who's kind of corrupting the Calopster industrial complex.
You're too kind.
What kind of
Um,
corruptions are we talking about? How? Let's talk about this.
Mainly mini games and music, and then also rewriting the game to make it more good, which I'm resisting.
I do know how to turn the more gooder knob. Sometimes.
See, I
I
was
have the raw hand strength to turn the knob.
I was thinking taking the whole institution down from the inside, but it seems like mini games is more your speed, and I like that. What kind of, do you have a favorite mini game so far?
Oh, let's see. We got the Shrimp Shack, which is it's like the cow lobster is like I mean you are like the unseen force, right? You are the caretaker. In the Shrimp Shack, the cow lobster, your cow lobster itself, has to work in the Shrimp Shack serving shrimp and other sort of fish pastry things. Yeah, and we got kind of like a drilling kind of game, like a puzzle kind of game. Where you gotta like drill stuff, and let's see,
I think I have a
uh,
screenshot of Shrimp Shack here. Hold on.
maybe like a catapult game. We got like
Does
not a
this,
slot
got
machine, a roulette wheel.
The Wheel
Yeah.
of Fortune, yeah, and then the Take the Lobster for a Walk is the original game. So you want to pick up some coins, maybe spend them on your tank decorations later, and then if the lobster walks in poo poo, obviously when you get home you have to wash the lobster. This is based on real life. It's mostly based on dogs in the real world.
that's
Um,
interesting.
Yes, the cat lobster can in the main game the cat lobster can poop,
I mean,
and then you have
does.
to clean up its poop.
That's
But it can
despicable.
also
It's
run into
based
other
on
poop
Tamagotchi.
that it brings home, and you have to clean that
Right.
too.
Well, that's
Yeah.
awful. We can't
It's
talk
incredibly
about
important to
sugar,
human.
but apparently
Well,
poop
that's
is open
life.
season.
You know, we're not
You-
trying to sugarcoat it here.
The greatest thing about virtual cat lobster cleaning is that really, you can remove all of the tedium of cleaning manure off of any animal by just pressing a button, and then a big wave happens, and then
Big beautiful wave.
Oh, I
See, it's
see.
not even, yeah, it's not that hard.
a big beautiful wave, and then cat lobster is once again fresh and clean and shiny and sprinkly and other synonyms like that.
Well, actually, half the time the wave doesn't wash the poo away. I have no idea. Sometimes you have a two-wave situation, and then that will clear it.
We're working
Oh,
on that.
man.
Yeah, the waves are very like big and chunky. Yeah, there's still some glitches to work out there, but I'm confident we'll get it.
Well, I'll tell you why. It's because I drew I painted a wave for a picture before, and then I figured it's less work if I just cut that out. So you got to work smart, not hard. We have a lot of abandoned projects, and then the assets for those are just fleshing out the cat lobster worlds.
Nothing wrong with a little reuse, recycle the other one.
Building a universe, yeah.
Saving.
Yeah, I find that genuinely a lot of my favorite projects come from like an amalgamation of things that I've didn't go anywhere, but then I'm like, all right, let's use this for this, and it's amazing what a little bit of reorganization can do for some of your ideas that you think you're done with.
Yeah, yeah, it's nice to not have to throwing stuff in the trash. Like essentially, like I've drawn a bunch of stuff over the years. Like I think the Shrimp Shack dessert is from some random Tumblr stuff I was drawing like 10 years ago that I just found on a hard drive. Weird ice cream fish.
It's beautiful.
Gotta find
Yeah.
that. Hold on, I'm looking at the folder.
Lobster would wreck that. I think it's in the Shrimp Shack screenshot if you're lucky. Or maybe they just have shrimp in that one.
It just looks like shrimp in that one, but these are like pretty awesome shrimp.
Those
I'll
rock.
I'll see if I can grab you the ice cream.
Are they miffed or are they like weirdly excited about being served? Would you
I
say?
don't think about what they think.
Fair enough.
We gotta have a
Okay.
spin-off.
Yeah, I shot you the fish ice cream if you want to show the good people
Oh,
that.
perfect. Oh, this looks delightful.
Yeah, that's a 10-year-old fish ice cream. I don't stand by all of my earlier work just because I feel like a different person, but I stand by the fish ice cream.
Oh, absolutely. Here, hold on.
I like the
Yum.
fish ice cream.
We'll do some post-production here.
Give me the fish ice cream.
We're doing like the Marvel version of, or the Saturday Night version of changing someone's costume.
Can you put a little one like in front of Dana's
Yeah, absolutely. Dana,
Don't give it to me.
let's get one for everybody.
Feed me.
Can we just get everybody a good old shrimp ice cream?
Yeah,
real quick?
absolutely. I don't see
Okay,
why
that's
not.
fair. Thank you. Make mine big.
I will
Here's
enjoy
one.
it.
You want a big
Enjoy.
one?
I will
We'll get you a
munch.
big
Okay,
one.
thank you.
Nom,
Yes.
nom.
Yeah,
Okay.
put it on my coffee cup, please.
We'll have it sticking out of the coffee
I'm a
cup
happy girl.
like a delicious
Aww.
blouse.
Oh,
This is how
fancy.
lovely. I'm allergic to shellfish, so I won't be having any. But
Oh, thank
Could be a
you.
green waffle cone, I don't know.
it could be. But I don't really roll those bones. One time
Yeah.
this is a tangent, but I got a whole case of Monster Energy that was pineapple flavored without knowing it. I got 24 Monster Energies, and I'm very allergic to pineapple. So every
Oh,
day
damn.
I was just like, I don't know why I'm so sick. I'm like, I can't breathe. I feel so awful. And then
Uh,
24 days later, I was out of Monster Energies, and I was like, wait, hang on. I'm cured. And I missed a whole semester of grad school for that. Anyway, that was
Yeah, but was it worth it for how much better you magically felt when it was all used up?
I did feel, you know what? I did feel like a little you know that moment in like every like medical detective thing where he sees something unrelated. He's like, "Hang on, it's pineapple in the Monster Energy syndrome."
But it didn't take House 24 cans of Monster. He usually figures it out like in the
Sometimes
same episode.
sometimes he really gets right up to the edge. I will say that.
Yeah, I would say, yeah,
I mean,
he would.
some patients have to die so that it's like it's still a cool TV show.
Yeah, at least you didn't die. You got Dana's attention when you said Monster Energy, though. I saw her perk up.
Hi Dana, what's your favorite flavor?
oh, let's see. Which one? I don't really drink Monster that much anymore, honestly. I've been more
She's
You
on
like
grown up.
now, Bang, Rockstar. No one likes Rockstar. Never mind.
been more on the Red Bull wave.
Classic.
Barrel
Hmm.
substance.
I do like the I smile a little bit whenever I see the commercials for Red Bull though, because it's like, I don't know, they're one of the only companies I could feel right now that are doing like original little like 2D animations on like
Yeah.
primetime TV during like ad breaks. I think they're very nice.
Those are cute. I
Um,
I mean I struggle to like enjoy commercials ever, but you know, I mean it's little 2D
What?
pencil animations.
Commercials
Yeah.
are great. Dana
Struggle
just
to
grew
enjoy
up with
commercials.
commercials. Yeah, we
You're
don't
never
watch
gonna
real
make it,
TV.
in America if you can't enjoy a goddamn commercial.
Yeah, we just watch commercial compilations. We don't watch any of the regular
Oh,
shows.
okay. How did you know about
I
House?
Okay, House was an except. House was a long time ago.
That's
It
true.
all changed.
It ended in
It's
2.
okay if it has product placement, as long as there's like some some good product placement. It's okay.
right. I'm constantly refreshing Twitch, so I don't have to watch the live stream. I could just watch the 30-second ad that comes before
I
it.
feel like a lot of people
Yeah.
are doing that with this show, and that's nice cuz I get
Well,
money.
they would just want to support Cal Lobster. They don't know the money's going to you. Sorry, everyone.
Yeah, sorry. I you know, eke out a marginal living being a clown on the internet. Um
Many such cases.
yeah, and it's a lot of fun. What's your favorite ice cream flavor? Sorry, I've been sitting on that one since we were talking about ice cream, and I'm still curious. And it's a
Could I say pistachio? I don't know. I have a little bit of any ice cream.
Yeah, it's tough.
Hmm.
Into butter pecan lately.
Hmm,
I'd say vanilla or vanilla bean or French vanilla or any of your variations.
interesting.
So, maybe rainbow sprinkles as well.
Hell yeah.
I'm not particularly picky, but I do like a nice mint chocolate chip.
Mm.
Oh yeah. Well, you know,
Okay, least
once I've had
favorite.
a taste of this shrimp ice cream, I really might be changing my tune here. This might be my new fave.
It looks
Cal
delicious.
Lobster's, yeah, they want a protein. They want food that's like a little bit stinky, but I
Mhm.
think that they could taste sweetness, unlike regular sort of biological cats.
It's true. It's true.
Let's see. Yeah,
Taste sweet.
what are we feeding these guys? We got like the cow lobsters themselves. We got sandwiches. We got they all have different dietary preferences.
They do like
That's
Oh, yeah.
sandwiches. Is this
established. You gotta find out what your cow lobster likes to eat, or else they will be, full of hatred for
Hungry.
you. They're not full
Yeah.
of hatred for you, but they will have a shred of hatred for you.
that's
Well, they'll be
Yeah.
full of food that they don't like, but the hatred is
No,
the
no, no.
mental thing.
They will refuse. They make a little. They have a food refusal sequence.
Oh, that's right. That's right. You are
We've
right.
got off the top of my head, we have sandwich, ice cream, bacon, red meat, green leaf, pumpkin, and then if you're lucky, you can give the cow lobster coffee.
Oh hell yeah.
Mostly very healthy options. And now that I think about it,
I don't
Yeah.
I feel like coffee is one that sort of borders on like I don't can you give that to a cat? or a lobster? I guess I'm stuck in the thinking of this is a
Well, it may have certain effects.
Mm.
Coffee in specific.
Mm.
If you
Well-
give like a lot of coffee to a cat lobster,
That's
Um,
that's not ideal. But the world's oldest cat, they interviewed one of the world's oldest
sorry.
cats. They they gave the cat like a little sip of a tiny lick of coffee each day apparently, but in general, I wouldn't feed it to a regular cat,
Cream
like
Puff,
a biological cat.
38 years
Yeah,
old.
yeah. Yeah, Cream Puff, the cat that lived to be 38, had a little bit of coffee each day.
Ah,
That's adorable.
But regular cats don't seem super interested in coffee for the most part.
I wonder how
Cat lobster can have some.
they found out that Cream Puff was interested in coffee.
Well, they'll just come over, check out what you've got, much like a cat lobster. If you've
Mhm.
got something, they probably are interested in you, so they want to see if you're holding out the good stuff.
Hmm.
They're naturally curious creatures, just like I am completely enamored with what my cat is eating. I often try and like set out the whole we are a Friskies family of
Yeah.
food, so we will try
Sponsored by
to.
Frisky.
Yeah, this stream is sponsored by Friskies. Go out and get yourself a can.
Here, let me get.
But we will be very invested in what our cat likes, what it doesn't like. We try to do the more meaty or the more substantial ones in the evening. It's very important to take an active interest in your cat's diet.
And so what you're
They
saying
need
is that
protein.
the cats are taking an active interest in our diet in much the same way as.
Yeah, because
Right
cats
on.
cats carry you. Cat lobsters carry protein. Cat lobsters love jewels. They love big red jewels. They love playing in a castle. They love if you
Mhm.
buy them accessories. Um,
Very
they just love
materialistic, yes.
experiencing joy. Yeah, list goes on.
Meow, meow.
Meow,
They
meow.
love consumer purchases.
Here, hold on.
Yeah, cat lobsters are highly capitalistic.
That's understandable.
Wow.
I also like
That's a new
getting like
fact.
a small treat or like a toy, you know?
Yeah, they don't understand much, but so they just know something nice has shown up. So that's kind of what the drive is. But
The rest of the
good news
equation.
is
Yeah, sorry, go
I think
ahead.
they like to know that you care too. Like they like to know that you're shelling out money on them.
Hmm.
yeah.
Do they understand
Yeah.
money?
No, they don't understand. They might think that they do, but cat lobsters are not super financial.
Would you?
They collect coins,
Yeah, because
but
it's shiny though. They don't
it's
don't
shiny,
understand the
yeah.
numbers.
They're not gonna like. They would trade you a shiny coin, but to them it would be the same as like a nice piece of glass or perhaps a piece of a tin
Oh, yeah.
can.
Absolutely, or something stinky would be of high value to a cat lobster as well.
Hmm.
Of stink.
Will there be ways to sort of stink up the food that we can serve to our cat lobsters so that they can enjoy it more thoroughly?
No way. All the food comes pre-stinked.
Perfect.
Shrimp Shack, very stinky. You can send the lobster to work there. It should all be fine with kind of minimal extra preparation.
Is it all?
I don't know. I like the idea of a stinking mechanic. I like it. I think we should
No.
like right.
No, please,
You
no.
could-
I
you-
don't want to stink
All right,
mechanic.
moving on. We'll table it.
You could like spray the stink spray on the medicine to hide it from cat lobster.
No way. No.
Okay.
You would. I think if you hid it in cheese, that would work.
Have to be stinky cheese though. It's all kinds of stinks, not just like fishy stink.
Well,
I don't-
I don't know. It's also they will do have different preferences, so I'm gonna refrain from making blanket statements.
Mm-hmm. Tim, I have a question for you.
Oh yes, do ask.
Why do the cat lobsters sound that way?
Well, it's mainly, I'm trying my best to communicate the cat lobster's true intentions to the public. I think that when I was approached and was asked to be the cat lobster's a through line between what they're thinking and what the human hears,
Mhm.
I really was just like, what's the silliest thing I can do that doesn't sound like any animal that exists, but is also like cute at the same time? And I don't know, it kind of is just like mouth noises are fun. And you know, a little like never
Mhm.
heard
Yeah.
anybody.
Yeah.
Banjo Kazooie kind of method. We don't have to dub this into different languages.
Yeah.
Cat Lobster is always going meh, meh, meh.
Yeah.
Banjo-Kazooie is the one true tone.
And everyone can understand it. It's
Yeah,
It's the only way to
universal.
do. Yeah, it's the only way to do voice acting in games. It's literally impossible to do it any other way.
It,
Never been
Right?
done.
it seems like a lot of the stuff that comes out of cat, or the stuff that goes into Cat Lobster, is just to sort of like, yeah, if it's like that because it feels right. I wonder if you could
Yeah.
speak to that at all, the four of you.
I mean, I tend to have really strong preferences about how a video game should look, how the comic should look, why a cat lobster is like something. So I just go with my gut straight away, but also try not to like lore dump.
Hmm.
Tim's a method actor, I think, so
Oh,
I think it's
completely.
it's more studied.
Is there something?
No, I've been
Sorry.
on my hands and knees for weeks, just trying to
Crawling.
understand. I put myself in a tank of water, and I stand in the bathtub, and I have my hat on. I'm like, this is how a cat lobster would react to this situation.
Hmm.
And then I go and collect coins on the street, and I'm like, this is how it is. And then I come up with vocalizations to really mimic how I'm feeling.
Coins at night, lobsters delight.
Hmm.
Coins in the morning, lobsters take warning.
I
What do
get
you
it.
think of that, Esper?
Do cat lobsters ever take warning?
Are cat lobsters
Infrequently.
cautious creatures? That's a good question.
I think more curious than cautious.
But Dana is cautious before she's in lobster form.
Does the phrase
That's why. That's why becoming a cat lobster is like, the ultimate
you
high.
lose your
The ultimate
inhibitions?
escape.
Yeah.
It's like, whoa. Is there anything you absolutely wouldn't change about Cat Lobster? Since like Cat Lobster Simulator, I mean.
I guess I'm pretty fixed on I don't really want to have a death mechanic ever because I don't want to think about that. So I'd say that's probably one of my hard rules to
They'll
keep
just
the
be really
protect cat
mad at
lobster.
you.
Yeah, it just gets mad.
Ca-
I don't want to give the player enough power to kill a cat lobster. Feels wrong.
A cat lobster will say sternly that it's disappointed in you and that it doesn't want to play anymore, but it will
Yeah, I
not
mean,
die.
Even a worm will turn. Even a cat lobster will say, "Hey, that's enough."
Hey, quit that. I'm a cat.
But they'll never
Quit
die.
Yeah.
I love these. I love all these wise phrases. I love all
Cat
these
lobsters will
wise
never
sayings.
die.
We're learning a lot about just sort of the philosophy. Someone like immediately as soon as the stream started was like, "It's 1 a.m. You better be philosophical," which is like such a weird demand, and also fuck you. But like, hey, we did it. Even a cat
We
lobster
are.
will turn.
I forgot to read the chat. Are there any questions
Oh,
about
we'll do
cat
we do chat
lobsters?
questions at the end. Chat if you want to
Oh,
submit your question.
rescheduled.
Yeah,
Assigned cat lobster at birth.
assigned cat lobster at birth.
Are cat lobsters powerful? Could they beat a worm with powers? Well, obviously. Jesus Christ.
What kind of powers would a cat lobster have?
Power of perseverance, power of friendship, power of intuition.
Oh, these are all
I
great.
think
Prayer.
they would all come with that, and then there would be additional powers. Like
Hmm.
Napster Dana, power of pirating music, power of mischief.
Power of, yeah, power of. I can't think of a single example.
How much monster have you had? Because
Uh,
you need to have more.
2 cans. I'm gonna have my third. I don't.
Yeah, you said you need 3 for the
Yeah.
stream.
I usually space them out, but I'm on new antidepressants, which are making me sleepy, which doesn't feel right.
Good to
But,
know.
yeah, I'm so slow.
Are cat lobsters ever hunted?
I feel like that's
Um,
people, isn't it?
That's
Sometimes, well, okay, there's 2 types if you want to get real with it. There's the true brine cat, which looks identical, it's in the wild. True brine cat is just born assigned cat lobster at birth, it's a creature, and then you become a false brine cat if you take the sugar that makes you into a cat lobster. So you will look functionally identical. They will recognize you as one of their own, but then you will turn back like after maybe a couple of hours, depends on how you're taking it and how much you've taken. So there's two types.
At which point they'll be
During-
terrified and will never trust anyone again.
During the transformation, there's no physiological difference whatsoever between a false and
A true brine
born.
cat.
Yeah.
So Dana could take the sugar that makes you into a cat lobster, race in illegal cat lobster races, and then turn back at the end of the night, which is going to be in the mini comic coming out in a couple weeks.
Dana,
I'm so excited.
do you think they would let you compete in like a legal lobster race? I feel like
Oh, I feel like I don't
Illegally,
know.
you could illegally compete in the legal race, maybe.
Yeah, the races, cat lobster races, are not like strictly speaking legal, so it's just like whatever, just don't get caught,
I
basically.
understand.
Cat lobsters. So freaking cool.
Hey,
Is there a lot of discourse about whether like the racing is like, I mean, like why is it illegal? Is it presumably it's because like cat lobsters, like they assume cat lobsters don't like it, but then maybe some cat lobsters are like, using it to get ahead in the world. So there's more like discourse around like
I would
why?
assume it's Cat Lobster Protection Society arguing like it's a welfare thing, but in reality, cat lobster races are often a front for like organized crime structurally, because cat lobsters are quite small, so it's convenient to have them race.
Hmm.
So it's just like the implications and like historically just causes trouble.
Katie Shortpaws, there will not be a sequel called Dog Crabs. Come on, don't be ridiculous. I can answer
Well,
that
someone
one.
else can do it. I'm not gonna fight.
You wouldn't fight that?
No way.
fight-
Everyone needs to have fun and do an idea.
If Dog Crab speaks to someone, then right,
Yeah,
yeah, I mean,
why
how
not?
good would they be held back?
But like given the
I wonder
choice.
what that would.
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, I'm just trying to think of what a dog crab would sound like. They have to be more aggressive than a cat
Definitely.
lobster. Going,
I think it'd be like, or like da like kind of get some like yeah, that works.
Yeah, you're right. You're
Okay.
right.
Yeah, so if we get someone that wants to expand on Dog Crab IP, I won't come for you, but I respectfully ask that you hire Tim for the voice
Aw.
acting.
Oh,
I will respectfully accept the offer. Thank you.
There we go. We're networking.
Katie Shortpaws says, "I'll make dog crabs." Fantastic.
Okay, get at me. Hit me up.
Cat lobs seem pro-crime in nature. Is that true? I'm leaking into the
I
chat
guess.
questions a little bit.
yeah, I think in the sense that any animal is pro-crime.
Yeah,
Like they're
like
not
what is
like
crime, etc.
pro-law. They just are chaos.
I guess maybe it's not awareness of laws.
Could you repeat that?
Oh yeah, no, I just said I guess it's not as much pro crime as it is just lack of awareness of laws.
This is the thing, though. I think a cat that turns into a cat lobster is certainly aware of the laws. Or do you just forget laws when you become a cat lobster?
I don't know. There's a degree of kind of Foucauldian kind of slippage role in prisons. Cat lobster helps us escape the prison of our bodies. Very
Yeah.
popular with transgenders.
Yeah, that's so
etc.
true. So true.
So true. Hey, let's take a break.
Okay,
Yay.
We're gonna take a break.
we'll be right
Yeah.
back.
We'll be right back. After the break, we're going to be talking about Esper 99, about the soundtrack for Cat Lobster. Also, just going to be asking more about the biology, physiology, everything about cat lobsters, and that'll be great. I need more energy because I slept all day and I still don't feel good. So we'll be right back.
Ooh.
Don't go away. Roddy and friends will be right back.
I think it's on spot clean.
Oh, maybe he pressed the stop button. Get down to like eye level.
Now, back to the show.
I feel bad. I didn't know that that was gonna be like a we pay cash for videos thing. I just thought that for once I could watch like a funny video of an animal in a weird costume and not have to not be advertised to.
Yeah, your whole stream's gonna get taken down.
I know, right? It sucks. It's also just like I don't endorse fuck the Daily Mail. The Daily Mail can
Everyone's gonna be
suck
like,
me.
"Oh, she's the fascist."
I
oh."
know I am a fascist. It's true.
Jeez.
You
Oh,
caught
jeez.
me. All right,
We're
take
gonna
that.
book on a better show next time.
Wow, thanks.
No, I didn't mean it. I'm sorry.
Cool with it.
Dana, during the break we talked about you've fallen asleep and woken up with a new tattoo, and I'm very curious about that, but I have to hold my curiosity to put it on the internet. So now I'm saying, hey, what the hell? How'd that happen?
That was kind of a funny story. I was just hanging out with some friends, having a little bit too much to drink, and I don't know. I had I forget how much to drink, but I thought that it'd be cool to get some knuckle tats.
Cool.
And so my friend that I was hanging out with just started doing it, and I fell asleep. Woke up the next day, they were finished, and my friend was not in the apartment.
What did they say?
It says cat on one hand and then lobster on the other hand.
That's
But
how
They had to
That's-
squish it up so it fit.
is it? Can we see a picture? Is that okay?
That's not actually what they are, but that's
Oh, okay. I see.
let's see.
We can draw a diagram of how the cat lobster hand tattoos work in case anyone on chat wants to copy it.
Yeah. Here, let me get like a
Oh,
let me get a PNG of a fist up real quick. And then we
Okay,
can
you generate the chart. I'll finish my coffee.
It's just a cool fist, please. Yeah, this one's great. Thank you. Oh, it's a web PNG. All right, hold tight, everybody. Gotta find a real fist.
Oh, jeez, more technical difficulties.
I know, right? This is the worst show you've ever been on.
No, I'm sorry.
It's such
We're
a
all
fun-
having a
No,
That's
it's
what
true.
the-
You know what? This is the first show I've ever been on that is taking the dignity to install a caution sign. I mean, it really shows that you care.
Yeah, I don't know if you can see it from where you're sitting, but there's a television that's like hung up in the rafters, and we have it there for like when people want to use their webcam. But when we don't have it, it's just hanging there, and it's dangerous, and I don't know what else to do. All right, hold on. I need to create the letters of Cat Lobster.
Do the knuckle tap for everyone at home tattooing along.
Anyone tattooing along at home, make sure you include this.
Just make it fit.
Is that it? Is that the whole
Make
thing?
it
Yeah.
pop.
Yeah, her hands look like that.
Dang.
My hands look like this so that her hands can look like that.
Literally half a second before me, you got to that. I'm fine.
Go
with that.
to have some more coffee.
Yeah, I know, right? I've got a third one. I have the ones that taste like special chocolate milk.
Ugh.
And those are crazy. But they make me a little sleepy because I'm like, ooh, a nice little chocolate milk just for me. Wow. So I've gotten the one that tastes like poison, which keeps me nice and alert because I'm like, oh, I better not die to this poison. You know?
Yeah, we're closer to the finish line. I think we can all make it.
We got
Yeah.
a lot of chat questions, I feel like.
Okay, let's see if we can get some of those questions cleared up.
Well, let's
Let
start
me
with
see. I can't see.
Esper99. Your usual music is far more
Yes.
intense than I think people would expect from a pet simulator. Except for like Watch Us Die Dog, some of Watch Us Die. Anyway, what's your plan for the Cat Lobster soundtrack?
Well, as we discussed already, I think cat lobsters are, they're not just cute. I mean, they're very cute, but they're not just cute. There's a lot of different sides to a cat lobster. There's a lot of different angles. So, we're actually working on a dynamic, adaptive soundtrack that changes depending on how the cat lobster feels about you at any given point in time. And we got a little synth pop, we got a little rock and roll. I don't know if you ever heard of that, but got some footwork. The Shrimp Shack. It's kind of like it's Shrimp Shack, Shrimp Shack.
Well, that sounds perfect. I love it when I go into the Shrimp Shack.
Metaphorically.
James Buffett or another sort of perhaps Red Lobster, and they all chant at me and they say, "Shrimp, shrimp, 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 shrimp."
That's the atmosphere
That's the
that we're
feeling.
going for in the
Yeah,
mini
that's the pressure cooker atmosphere that we're trying to cultivate with this these 160 BPM beats.
Do you
And
feel
of course,
pressured by
there's-
that? I feel like welcomed.
It's a good pressure. It's what do they call that? Eustress.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like you're when you go somewhere and you're like, I don't know if I want to be here. This is a little like I'm anxious about this, or I should have stayed home. And then your friend like grabs you by the hand and is like, "Hey, listen, we're here now and we're gonna stay." That's I think the perfect pressure for a Shrimp Shack. I think that's what I
Exactly.
need whenever I go for shrimp.
Exactly. The orders keep coming, but you can keep coming too.
I'll tell you this: if you go to Swiss Chalet, they are nice to you. And I feel pathetic saying that, but like I
Red Lobster.
Red Lobster, they're nice to you. They say those, hey, welcome to Red Lobster. It's like, wow, I haven't been welcomed somewhere in so long.
That's
God,
what we're going for with
you're-
the Shrimp Shack mini game. So the Cat Lobster is working in a little restaurant. It's getting tips. It's getting fair wages.
I've never been to Red Lobster. What's it like?
Yeah.
It's very expensive.
Oh,
They're welcoming you in, but that's part of the check too. You got
Yeah.
the welcome bonus you got to pay. But
I
Cat
know.
Lobster doesn't understand capitalism. So the good thing is that at the shrimp cafe, maybe you'll be able to get away with some cheaper pricing.
I noticed
that's
that.
another thing I wanted to. Oh, sorry. Go on.
No, go ahead.
That's another thing I wanted to speak to that I came up earlier is it's an interesting symbiosis where the cat lobster uh, doesn't understand money. It has a knack for finding coins simply because they're naturally beautiful and intriguing to it. Um, and you can then use those coins to go buy things, which it also doesn't understand but also likes.
Hmm.
And that's the relationship.
I think the understanding of like, for example, a crow or a cat lobster, you know, handing over a shiny thing for maybe a French fry or a delicious greasy snack, which only can be made by the higher beings. I think that's something we all can admire. You know?
Yeah, they're pretty
Absolutely.
simple
Sure.
little dudes.
Yeah.
I noticed that.
Shout out Girlsoft in the chat. Sorry, go on.
Sorry, say again.
Shout out Girlsoft in the chat. Sorry, go on.
Yeah, we see Princess Girlsoft, who is a game dev. We like Princess Girlsoft.
Oh, hey,
Shout
Princess
out.
Girlsoft. Welcome
Hello,
to the
Princess
chat.
Girlsoft.
Shout out.
Hello.
What games? I don't tell.
Like
Oh, I don't know.
Bomb Dolls. It was like a
Oh.
Black Dresses music video at the same time. I think she's coming out with more stuff soon. Also, she's been helping me with like TikTok and stuff because I'm afraid of it.
Oh yeah, I guess.
So Princess has to make me some cat lobster TikToks.
That only our bravest soldiers.
Yeah. I'm
TikTok
old,
scares me too.
Yeah, I'm not
Still
ready
don't have
for
it.
it. We're afraid.
Girl Software HQ. I like your 2018 Overwatch badge. I think that's real cool.
Shout out. Will you give us some questions from the chat? We love chat.
Yes, let's do chat questions.
Thank you.
Sorry,
Yo.
I'm making you be the driving force behind this. Well, I've just watched a
Oh,
ton of
oh, I see Zap TF2 as well. We see Cat
Oh,
Lobster
hello,
Whoa.
against Cat
Zapty.
Squidward.
Whoa.
There's some-
Hi.
Cat Lobster would win against Cat Squidward. Next question.
All right, hold on. Chat questions. Hey, welcome to chat questions. Put questions in the chat.
Yes,
Our moderator
yes.
Claire
Bro.
will scoop them up and put them in my delicious mouth, and I will read them. Jill Jeebus says, "What if my cat lobster hates me?" I think we can all.
You have to pet the cat lobster, take it on walks, let it spin the wheel of fortune, and then you should get the affection points right up.
Yeah,
Do better.
you could simply do better at taking care of the
Okay,
lobster.
good.
It's all science. You know, it's like with any creature, you have to approach it on its own terms, understand what makes it happy, what doesn't make it happy, and
Yeah,
live symbiotically together.
a
It's
cat
a beautiful thing, really.
a cat lobster just isn't just a pet, but it's also a friend.
It's true. For life.
Sister Skunk wants.
Some cat lobsters may be more difficult to please than others, but they can all be pleased.
Sister Skunk wants to know, I'm curious to see if Remy thinks dinosaurs and cat lobsters can be friends. I want to open that up to everyone because I think we all have a say here.
I would say, first off, feels like a very 2005 question. Ultimately unsure. Don't know. Don't think they evolved at the same time, but I feel like I'm being overly literal. What do you think, Tim?
Well, if we're taking it out of the realms of like physical like space sharing and feasibility, I think that, you know, dinosaurs, some of them are carnivorous, some of them are vegetarian. I think some dinosaurs would get along with cat lobsters better than others. You know, it's really a toss up, but obviously, you know, I wouldn't want to put a cat lobster in a room with a meat eater. I'm not sure if meat eaters didn't also eat like crustaceans, but I don't know. You gotta be careful. You gotta really know what dinosaur you're sticking with the cat lobster. You gotta be up on your dinosaur knowledge.
If you introduce them, you want to have a closed door in between them. You want to supervise the whole time. Rub a t-shirt on one of them, rub a t-shirt on the other one, exchange the t-shirts, let them smell the t-shirts, then give them a high value treat.
Exactly.
Good technique. That's how they got me to start doing this show. Is they gave me a high value treat, and I was like, all right, well, this is my life now. Um, Buffy Grimalkin, I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong, wants to know if they could be in love, just as a slight upgrade to the previous question.
I think Buffy needs to think about it. If she feels the same after 6 months, she may be in love.
Hell yeah. Thank you for being in love, Buffy. Can you give a cat lobster sawdust?
Yeah, if you change it once a week.
Oh, haha, I get it. Can the strongest Corrupti Vivo, thank you. Can the strongest cat lob chew through metal?
No.
Okay.
Ah.
We're learning a lot.
Final word.
Can cat lobsters have dairy, being that cats can't?
Some of them can.
Meow. Yeah, I believe one of the snacks is ice cream.
Mm.
Yeah.
Vomit
A little bit of cheese on the sandwich.
A little bit of cheese.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They like it.
And you can wrap medicine up in cheese as well.
Yeah. Well, if all cat lobsters like sandwiches, and the sandwich contains a little bit of cheese, but the transitive property, then all cat lobsters must like dairy,
I
at
think
least a little bit.
I think you're right, but only in a universe where every sandwich has cheese. And I've had some.
Yeah, the sandwich is really nebulous. It has the same like acid art, but I'm not sure what's actually in the sandwich.
What would you put on a sandwich right now?
I couldn't tell you.
Yeah, me neither. Vomit District wants to know: Are cat lobsters powerful? Could they beat a worm with powers?
Yeah, they could absolutely destroy a worm.
How do you think that would go?
The weakest cat lobster could beat the strongest worm any day.
Just how would they do it?
Eat it up
Just eat it?
No.
like a spaghetti.
That would be.
I was just eating that earlier.
Yeah, Tim was just eating worms.
I was just eating worms. I was really method. I was method acting.
But are you able to eat the strongest worm though?
Oh God.
Tim wouldn't like it, but it could happen for the right price.
His name is Dr. Worm.
His name is Dr. Worm?
Sorry, that was a song reference.
Oh, okay. I have
Yeah.
no idea.
But no, the strongest worm, I probably would have some trouble keeping it down if I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, there's a lot of strong worms in the world. It's like that one SpongeBob episode.
Oh man, what if it started like dividing in your? Because they just keep dividing, right? So it's like they're just like divide in your stomach.
That's a new worm fact.
Scientifically,
I didn't know.
yeah.
Worms can like be cut in half, but I think only once. I'm not certain that you can make infinite worms out of one worm.
Well, right, because then that's like two new worms. The new
Right.
worms. So you cut it, and then it's another worm.
But I don't think that they have the same level of
Scientifically.
consciousness. You know, I guess you have two pieces of a worm, but I don't know if the consciousness carries over.
Maybe if they made like 4 worms, they could turn it into limbs and then like start punching the side of your stomach to make you feel upset and to feel like I have a tummy ache.
That's coming from like a bipedal centric angle.
I
you
guess
know?
so. I can't think of any attacks I've ever seen a worm do, to be honest with you.
It is the good old sliver maneuver.
They don't need to. Maybe they lack our well, I mean, I don't know what I am, but maybe they lack your like precious egos and cultural whatevers.
But I feel like worms don't want to die. Like I feel like that's the whole reason you defend yourself. And
Not really. I mean, they don't really seem to mind it.
I guess
in my experience,
I haven't had the chance to talk to a worm. We'll have to. Claire, you're in the chat. Write that down. Let's get a worm on this show. Katie Shortpaws wants to know: Are cat lobsters ever hunted?
I've been asked questions like this. If I give a strong reaction, I feel like I could encourage it by accident.
Oh,
so
no.
I'm forced to say officially no. They release a strong stink when distressed. Upon death, they release stinkus poison.
Oh, wow.
And so this is what I'm sort of legally obligated to say to kind of discourage it.
Are you able to go on record as a whistleblower, or
They will stink you.
they will stink you?
Best not to be. Best not to be hunting.
And it's poison stink as well, so you know.
Upon death, a poison is released. Yes.
Yeah. Is the stink itself poison, or is it?
I wouldn't get too close. If you're close enough
Mhm.
to find out, you're too close.
Fresh Out the Morgue wants to know: do cats have the best DNA for splicing?
It's more a question of cat scientists being highly represented
Mm.
in the sciences, so it's not best, but it's just statistically predominant, which is why they've developed cat lobster substances.
Mm. Katie Shorepause says, "Is eating lobster-flavored wet food cat cannibalism? Cat lobster cannibalism?"
No, thanks to synthetic kind of flavoring solutions.
Oh yeah.
Lots of commercially available cat lobster food does have like additives and flavorings, but it's usually safe for your cat lobster.
It smells bad and then you die. That's correct. Tim, would
Yeah,
you be able
many such cases.
would you be able to as a cat lobster, would you be able to stomach lobster flavored cat food?
Yeah.
Hates it.
Yeah.
Does
Blech.
Okay.
That's a food rejection noise.
Yeah. Yeah. That's my answer.
Okay. I feel like that's pretty definitive. So you could force if you starved a cat lobster forever, and then gave it only lobster food, then you know I'm sure something could happen. But you don't want your cat lobster to hate you, and it will.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, we don't
No,
want
it's
to
a moral thing.
initiate a sort of unhealthy eating pattern, so best to give him a sandwich every day.
Remy will be very extremely personally mad at you if you mistreat your cat lobster.
Yeah, please.
Yeah.
If anything, if I can say anything, this stream is not condoning the mistreatment of cat lobsters. I think
Thank you.
we're simply learning. Vomit District, would cat lobsters want to kill jesters? I don't know what that means.
I think we're being railroaded by some Undertale fans, but that's
Oh.
fine. Maybe is the answer.
Do fishermen ever reel in cat lobsters, and does it shock them?
It does, but it's good luck, and then they give it a little kiss, put it back.
Oh, perfect. That's so lovely.
Yeah. Also, if it's a blue cat lobster, blue dabity, extra good luck. Sometimes they can keep it in a little fish tank kind of on board the vessel.
I feel like if I had all the water around me and only a small tank of water near me, I'd put such a precious creature in the big water and not the little water. You know?
It's true, but they could have an enriching little holiday in a nicely furnished tank.
That's true. Sometimes I was thinking about it today. I stayed at an airport hotel once because my flight was delayed, and that was so lovely. It's just like it's a perfect little tank for people.
Yeah, a room is a lot like a tank.
Yeah.
To lobsters.
It's
Um,
true.
Everything's a fucking tank. You know, school's a tank.
Alright,
Prison's a tank.
Put that fucking full call down. We don't need it anyway.
All we can do is find better tanks.
Find better tanks. That's an order.
What's the nicest tank you've been in?
Well, one of my original thoughts is if you were close enough friends with someone, if your friend were to turn into a cat lobster, let's say temporarily, if you know them well enough, you would be able to make them a tank that suits them that they're really happy with. And that's a good friendship exercise. I would show Dana pictures of things you can put in a real fish tank and she would say if she preferred it or not. I would show her like a tank bubbler that's an oyster with a pearl, a tank bubbler that's a treasure chest, and she would say
hang on.
That's really hard to decide which one I want.
Dana,
I was in a hotel. Sorry, go on.
I'm just fascinated, and I would really love to get your opinion on some aquarium toys real quick.
Yeah, just show her two and say which one.
Oh, it's a which one thing. Okay, perfect.
Well, cat lobsters are bad at making decisions, so giving them a smaller choice can help. But also, Esper 99 was in a hotel.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was in a hotel once. It had a pool, would say it was like a good tank. They
Hell yeah.
don't care.
Those are pretty similar.
Yeah, well, I wanted to
I
start.
like these things.
You all right? Perfect. That's a plus. That's a plus for Tim's little heart.
My
Tim would
heart
like
is
number
responding
2.
positively.
You like number 2 because there's more escape ways.
I
It's also more
do.
structurally sound.
It's like a little game of hide and seek.
Yeah,
It's like
I'm-
whoa, or whack-a-mole even. It's
Yeah, I'm gonna have to say 2 here.
Yeah, we all want to.
Okay. All right.
the best ones are the ones like I always wanted this as a kid. It's like because I had a lot of fish growing up. They have like the ones that are like SpongeBob's house or Squidward's house.
Oh, you know what?
Mm.
It's funny you say that because I was just about to say, Price is Right moment.
Aw, I
What do
love
you
this thing.
choose
I love this thing.
between these two friends?
Cat lobsters
Ah.
love cartoons, so I'm gonna say 1.
I would have to give it to the pineapple house.
Marble says I like 1 because I could take a nap in there. I think
Yeah.
if you were a fish, you can take a nap pretty much anywhere because all the
You would be good at it. You would be used to it.
yeah.
I think.
What's up?
Oh, I was gonna say I think I still go with 2 there.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Dana's not gonna be seduced by the brand cartoon placement. That's good taste.
I don't want to hear about your goon cave. Please stop talking about that.
Could cat lobsters beat Skibidi toilets? Yes, but only for one short. Then in the next short, the Skibidi toilets would win.
Interesting.
Oh my gosh.
The forever conflict.
And then in the next short, the cat lobsters would get a new technology.
Like Transformers.
It happens every episode.
Are
It's
you-
basic Skibidi toilet lore.
Are you a fan of Skibidi Toilet?
Yeah, I think it's wonderful.
Can you explain that? I haven't seen a single episode of it. I own one of the plushies because I thought it was funny.
Well,
But
That's a fake. You're a fake fan. That you should at least watch
I
one.
know lore.
I saw a few of them on. I see the first few seconds on YouTube Shorts because I'm an old lady,
I guess.
and I'm
Listen, I've been forced to watch every Skibbity toilet video as part of my job here, and it's
that's part of the onboarding.
it's correct. Yeah, it's a metaphor for conflict or something.
Real quick, A or B?
Oh,
Ooh.
A,
It's-
because I think that's actually quite a big unit. I think that's gonna have a lot
Cool.
of coverage because that's got like 6 different holes.
I gotta
yeah,
say
it's-
A as well. It's very cavernous. It seems like it'd be full of adventure and fun and frolic.
That's true.
It just kind of bumming me out, honestly. Like, yeah, on its own it will be fine, but it just doesn't hold a candle, I'm afraid.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I've got one more. Wait, no, this isn't. This is just animal abuse. But sorry, I got
Got the wacky fun pictures folder mixed up with the
I'm just
animal
on
abuse
Google
folder.
Images. I looked up
Oops.
fish tank ornaments, and one of them
Oh,
is like
nice. That's like nice, please. Oh, yeah, that's okay.
There we go. These ones look like candy. I love this. So do you take
Whoa.
the big fella, or do you take the whole collection of little guys?
I would take the big fella. I feel like he's got heart.
I do. I think I'm still gonna go with A.
Yeah, because there's just no coverage in
That's
the second
true.
ones. They're brightly colored, but cat lobsters probably would want to hide out.
I'm gonna put the starfish in that.
Yeah, we
That
want
would
the
be good.
starfish moved to the first one.
Okay, we'll get that. We'll start working on that now. I think. Claire, can you do
Thank
that
you.
while doing everything else I asked you to do? Thank you. How do you catch a cat lobster?
With kindness.
Oh,
It's not as complicated as it might sound. It's like catching a friend.
Dana, how did I catch you?
That's a good question.
I think with like rare comic book.
Mm.
oh yeah, I remember Rare Comic Book. So can we
It
talk
was with-
about can we talk about
Okay.
Nekojiro? Hang on.
Yeah, okay. So Nekojiro means cat soup in Japanese. Most of the time people will be saying they'll be talking about the anime OVA when they say cat soup. It's good, but that was made before. Sorry, that was made after the original artist, like passed away. Nekojuru means Shiomi Hasaguchi and her husband working together. The husband is still publishing under the name Nekojuru Y. Still important, still good. But I'm really interested in the original Cat Soup comics. And I drew Dana with like a face that was kind of reminiscent of the Cat Soup pictures. And that's like the first art that I ever did that turned into Cat with Gun, the comic, and also the Cat Lobster stuff. That was about 2-3 years ago.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's like a lot of the DNA of cat soup in Cat Lobster. I wonder if that's intentional. I wonder what carries over.
I mean, it's good some of the edges sanded off for sure. I used to make work that's maybe a bit like harsher. I will probably return to it in time, but Cat Lobster is kind of having a nice time with friends like at the moment.
I think we all need that right now. It's like Animal Crossing and the pandemic. We should have...
I think it's probably got more edge than Animal Crossing, but not as much as Cat Soup. But I think most media is kind of in between those poles.
It's kind of a wide berth. What's your favorite cat soup?
My favorite is Jiru Jiru Diary. You can see pirated comics on nekojiru.space, the website. Jiru Jiru Diary was translated by like someone on Tumblr. It's her everyday diary that she's made a comic out of. Really, really good.
Here, hold on. Let's get some of these up.
Sure, I can toss you a link if
I've already
you
got
want
the
to
link.
put it on VOD. Okay, here we go.
Ta-da! Look at that.
What a nice website.
I wonder who made it.
Adorable.
She's talking about traveling in India and also her daily life in Japan. It's not for everyone, but if you get mad at her, she already died, so we're not really not doing Nekojuru discourse today.
There's not a lot. You can't really change this particular world. Aw, when I was a kid, I was given some orange-colored liver drops at kindergarten. We were supposed to take one per day, but I took 100 of them. Then something came up, looked like orange soup came out of me in the bathroom. And I was put into isolation by some quack who diagnosed me with dysentery.
Average Nekojuru comic.
I feel like I'm always having these little adventures.
So that one with the washing machine right there, that gets adapted in the Cat Soup OVA. It's beautiful. It's kind of respectful to her original work. It's also inspired by these dream diaries she kept before she died. But I still prefer like her like actual comics that she made during her lifetime. I've started to be like a bit of a Cat Soup like hipster, to be like read the actual comics, but the translation there's not like a bunch done. All of the other translators kind of like retired by now, maybe.
Sorry, I'm just.
My goodness, this is such a little like.
This is great. This is like we're all like looking over like an older cousin's shoulder.
Yeah.
On the computer, you know,
We're
just using computer. Love to use computer.
Using computer to look at comic book.
I feel like she's an important artist. I translated a documentary on YouTube. It's called The Death of Nekojuru, which is a biography. It's super depressing, obviously. And I mean, she ended her own life, so be aware if that's like gonna be super upsetting. But I think I want people to like preserve her work, or at least like some of it.
Was the work ever like concluded in any sense before that happened, or was it sort of left
yeah,
open?
she did lots of different comic strips with her husband, and it was like beginning to be like wildly successful in Japan, like in the late 90s or mid 90s, sorry. There aren't like a ton of incomplete work, but it's weird because it was like this creative partnership with her husband, and then she passed, and so her husband is like continuing to make comics, and that's also like important and good.
course.
I just like super fixated on her work a few years ago.
It's beautiful. Yeah, I gotta dive down into this rabbit hole.
I've
I
read.
mean, some of it is
oh.
horrible though. Like she isn't always like super flattering or respectful talking about other cultures, but
Hmm.
I I like some of the misanthropy in her work, like in a more general sense. And she has like an interesting sense of humor. She was a very like strange person by all reports.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I'd be down for checking out more of her stuff. It's got a very captivating art sensibility.
Buffy Grimalkin has a question. Can I read it?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, cool. What SSRI is best for a cat lobster?
Woof. They vary.
No recommendations, just whatever?
Oh. Okay, well my friend has this theory that if you take Effexor, which is venlafaxine, you will dream about train stations specifically.
Interesting.
Anecdotally, we've only got two people to agree about this. I'm not saying it's good, but I'm saying that my friend says it will make you dream of train stations. I mean, it ultimately probably not worth it, but
But
if you dream about train stations, yeah, get at me.
yeah. If you're sorry, what was the name of that drug one more time so that we can have this unofficial
Okay,
trial?
Effexor or like venlafaxine, but just don't take it.
No, I'm
I
saying
wouldn't recommend it in general.
take anything that's not prescribed to you. Ignore your prescriptions and tell us if you dream about trains. I would love it if you did. Thanks so much. Is the cat lobster a hard shell or soft shell lobster?
I think they molt, and so the density of the shell depends on where it is in the growth cycle. Like when they evolve into an adult in the game, also in life, they shed their shell and their more final adult coloring. You can see like the color that they will be for their adult life. It's different from when they're a baby cat lobster.
Mm.
So the adult shell will probably be harder after the graduation molt.
Katie Short Paws wants to know, how do they make baby cat lobster?
We let them do that themselves. I don't know.
You just look away. That's very
Egg.
polite.
We look away.
They come from egg.
They do come from
Yeah,
egg. I know
egg.
that much. Egg.
I guess the real question would be which came first, the cat lobster or the egg?
Well, I also, is it a soft shell egg or a hard shell egg? Would be my other question. Haha.
In the opening sequence of the game, you press space to hatch your special cat lobster. And this opening sequence makes it look like it is a hard shell, but I was just artistically just doing something.
It does seem like, well, the spacebar is a big key, so maybe, I don't know, maybe the force is just more, you know?
Spacebar is huge for cat lobster. Spacebar to interact. Spacebar to dismiss a window in the UI.
Spacebar for everything.
Mm-hmm.
Dog.
Spacebar to jump as well.
Oh, well, that's actually pretty normal now that I think about it.
Yeah, you should be taking notes on
Mhm.
this.
That is very Tamagotchi. I do like how it's like we're recreating that sort of limited button setup.
They
Oh,
had,
yeah,
with
the whole game was completely like exactly like 1 year ago. The whole game was like just a Tamagotchi clone, and then I kind of built out from there.
Right on.
Dog Girl Brainrot asks, how fucked up would it be to hold cat lobster fights, like how people do dog fights? I think that's terrible, but I also am morbidly curious.
Okay, so anyone could do anything, but also like who's to say they would even fight? They could also just like sleep. I think if you're making them
Right.
fight, they might see through that.
Yeah, like would a cat lobster even be capable of like lifting its hand against another cat lobster?
So like Dana and Tim, would you fight right now?
Can
Oh,
can you fight?
right now in front of everybody?
See, they're not sure that they would even fight, so it probably wouldn't work.
Yeah. Well, I mean, to be fair, you could get two really angry ones. Maybe they would. These are more timid, I would say.
But what is the chances that they would both be angry? That's a lot of factors.
Yeah, it's a lot of animal abuse too. So I guess to answer your question, it would be fucked up to make two separate cat lobsters angry. Why?
Why would you do such a thing?
It's so rude.
They might just form an alliance against you.
That's true.
If you do that.
They recognize the common evil.
Yeah, they would recognize you as evil.
And I think I would be pretty easily overpowered by a cat lobster. So
I can absolutely tell that about you from having
Well,
spent a short amount of time together.
I'm saying sort of generally, I feel like you would be overpowered by a cat lobster as well. All of you.
Absolutely, they've dominated my imagination.
Oh, okay. Perfect.
They're already in my lungs.
Do you dream about them?
I don't think I've ever dreamt about a cat lobster before,
Mm.
but that makes me feel like why not?
We already covered Scoots Lorraine. Yes, they are born with the hats.
Yeah, they're born with the hat, Scoots.
It's really convenient.
Does your brain...
Scoots might make Scoots might make a cat lobster YouTube video if we're lucky.
Oh, hell yeah. Scoots, make a cat lobster YouTube video, please. Please?
Please.
I'll be your best friend. No, well, that's not true. Are cat lobsters born good or evil?
50-50.
All right. Hell yeah.
The circumstances of one cat lobster's birth are irrelevant. It's what you do with the gift of life that makes you who you are.
Dude.
Also, they might just have like an evil day, then they calm down.
Yeah. I think that's a potent message about being who you are.
Thank you.
Where am I? I just had a good one. Hold on. Does your brain lobsterify when you take the cat lobster drug? Sugar.
Yes, but it's temporary. People who have a variety of political motivations will say you can hurt your brain from becoming a cat lobster. That's not necessarily true. We are seeing a lot about neuroplasticity continuing even through your 20s. It doesn't end at 25. So I think it's fine. Take some vitamin C, have a tolerance break.
I think that's good advice for any kind of sugar. I mean, but being honest though, like is it dangerous? Is it dangerous? Please tell me.
Well, everything's dangerous to some extent. We're all making a variety of choices about, what we're gonna do to enjoy life.
Yeah, everything good can kill you.
Oh, this was one I noticed as well. Is there a reason why cat lobster is an anagram of red lobster?
No.
Hang on, wait a second. No,
What?
now I'm stupid. Sorry.
I think they might just coincidentally be 3-letter words.
I think the viewers are playing
Someone an anagram
playing
is.
pranks on you.
I didn't really sort of think about that before I said it, and now, well, shoot, doesn't that just get me in most of my mess ups? Does the simulator ever decide or state whether or not you're looking after a false or true brine cat, or is it left unstated?
I wish I could say more about that, but I am gonna spoil one of the Easter eggs.
Oh, hell
if
yeah.
I do.
Hell yeah. That sounds... Alright, well, I'm happy with that answer. That already sounds cool.
We do literally address that, and I am in the middle of doing that bit
Oh,
in the code.
I'm so looking forward to... Okay, I'm not gonna ask, because if you don't, then it's rude, but... Anyway. That's awful.
Oh, Juniper says, any thoughts on Tamala 2010? That's like this beautiful animated little movie. It's good. Everyone should check it out.
Is that your only thought?
Yeah.
Well, it's 2010. Check it out.
It's good.
Patches wants to know, when can we expect the Cat Lobster Discovery Channel show?
Probably about the same time that we put the game out, which is Christmas if we are good.
Oh, wow.
Valentine's
What
Day.
Discovery Channel show? Like one where there's just like pretty
Yeah.
whales, or like one of those like naked ones where they put the people
Dude,
in
I love
on a
the...
cliff and they're naked.
Yeah,
I think
Or like
Scoots,
one of the
Scoots can
Bigfoot
do the
ones.
Discovery show.
I'm a big fan
Yeah.
of the ones where they put naked people in a forest. I was
Okay, we're not gonna do that.
I-
I'm trying to make my most normal work yet,
Hmm.
which is still gonna come across as quirky and offbeat to regular people. I'm doing my best.
they love quirky and offbeat though. I
Yeah.
It's all a matter of perspective. There's a sliding scale that differs for most people.
Yeah.
Cat lobster is very marketable.
By accident. Sometimes
to
it
both.
takes you 10 years to do something that people are
It's
into.
true.
I think
Hey, but when a bunch of Australians come up to your booth and start talking to you about cat lobster, that's when you know you've made it.
You know you've made it.
yeah, they got
Someone in Montreal has told my friend that they saw a cat lobster last week, and they just said that.
What?
like they saw
Real one.
a real one.
They
Yeah.
didn't say I saw a picture of it online. They just said I saw cat lobster last week.
That's incredible.
Did they give any more details? I feel like that's not a lot.
I've been asking for more details, but I was happy to just hear about it. So
They've got cat lobsters in Montreal now. This is insane.
eventually,
Dimensional.
we had cat lobster stickers at a pop up in Brooklyn. So they infiltrated Brooklyn, and now they're making moves on Montreal.
Were they was that like a bootleg thing, like the bootleg stickers?
Real cat
I think if
lobster.
we said they were bootleg, we would have sold more. I just sent some stickers in the mail, regular
Oh,
style,
I see.
to the artist Seratine's Art. Shout out,
Oh, I have
Seratine.
some Seratine stickers right here. Wow. Hell yeah.
Yeah, very prolific. We did a collab. We've got a cat lobster trading card that Seratine's is selling, like in their own pack of cards.
That's incredible.
Do cat lobsters?
Gotta get my hands on it.
Yeah, go find trading cards. Do cat lobsters do the thing that land cats do when you scritch their chin? They like it so much that they flop/fall over.
No, their legs are different.
Tim, have you ever fallen over? Dana, is also you while transformed?
Bah, yes. I fall over all the time. It's but it's a happy kind of fall over, you know. It's very overwhelming with these little claws
Oh,
and these little sticks.
yeah. I imagine it'd be hard to get up. Your hands are very heavy.
Right.
Dana, have you ever fallen over as a cat lobster?
I've been known to fall over. I've been known to have a clumsy streak.
Mm.
But this is because you're both falling over people regular. That's not true with cat lobsters.
They can.
It's true.
They can fall over. React says, I probably put the lobster there. I have so many cat lobsters around Montreal. Hell yeah. Congratulations on being the prolific French person to put cat lobsters everywhere. I'm thank you for doing that. How hard can they pinch? Buffy Grime.
Very hard.
Yeah.
They could break the skin.
Only break the skin?
They could defo break the skin. Break the skin very good.
They could do more.
Yeah.
But they're not hateful, I think is one thing that we've covered.
It's only a last
Yeah,
resort.
they're not hateful.
No.
Yeah.
A cat lobster could take your arm off, but does it want to? And I think
No. I think the answer would be no.
No.
It's like how you can bite your own finger off, but that internal
you
thing in you doesn't want to.
Yeah.
And so you don't.
I don't think I could.
I think it's more of a matter of principle than like, morality.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Definitely. I mean, not really, actually. Could you explain that?
No.
Okay.
Actually, I can.
That's fine. Yeah. See?
I'm just gonna have to live with that.
Yeah. I'm fine
I'm
with
just gonna have to live in that world.
I'm okay with that. Maybe in some other worlds we had that explained to us, and that's good enough for me. Do the cat lobsters like rain or sun more? That's from Cat09 Tales Online. Oh, hey, clever username. It rhymes.
I think they can appreciate both. They might have a different personality style, like it could vary from lobster to lobster.
Hmm. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. That's all of our chat questions for right now, unless someone has has a late blooming one that they want to toss in. But I also wanted to ask, while we're waiting for that, what else are y'all working on outside of Cat Lobster?
Ooh.
What you working on, Tim?
Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay, let's see. Hi. So I work on a lot of different things. I like I do voice acting sometimes, quirky little thing, and then I also do some art and animation. Right now, I am in the process of putting together a 5-minute short film animated. It's called Garage Sale, and it's about this indie rock group of animals, and they're on a quest to find a new guitar before their first big gig, and it leads them to a garage sale with an equally as eclectic garage sale vendor. So it's been a whole lot of fun. I'm working with a great team on it, and it'll be really, really, really cool once it's out.
Some Lamp, that's your leg? Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. I just got so excited.
Oh, so sorry.
Some Lamp has messaged us to let us know that the Cat Lobster tattoo belongs to them. Hello, why did you get this tattoo of Cat Lobster? I mean, not why, but why?
I should be mailing them some free stuff, honestly.
It's
Some of them.
yeah.
Hit the DM, get a free
incredible.
keychain.
I love it. I love it.
Because Cat Lobster is perfect, dude. Hell yeah, Dana. That's a drawing of
Yes.
you on someone's leg. How do you feel about that? Wait, did we already do this? I'm having deja vu.
I don't think so. I think seeing that means when I see that, I think I should be on my best behavior.
That sounds
It means good luck.
that sounds terrifying.
I can't tell if the expression is like weary or like mischievous.
Can we get sorry, Tim, we'll get back to your projects in a second. We just have to talk about this person's leg for a little bit first.
Yeah, that's the first drawing I ever did of cat lobsters. You can see
wow.
it's pretty funky. This is a pretty accurate adaptation.
So this is the was that an intentional? Sorry, now I'm asking chat questions. Was that intentional? Did you want the very first Cat Lobster? I'm fascinated by this. It is adorable.
So funny. This should have been the first sign that the cat lobster was gonna like go out of control.
Do you feel like Cat Lobster is out of control?
Well, almost.
Our Noon did the tat, by the way. Check them out. Hell yeah. Juniper wants to know, do cat lobsters have an extended lifespan? Do the wait, fuck, sorry, I'm so stupid. Tim, please continue.
No, hey, no problem. These are all very important academic questions, and I wouldn't want to impede the cause of scientific progress.
Well, we'll get to them after. It's your moment, darling.
Thank you. Well, TLDR, we're working on a cool cartoon called Garage Sale that'll hopefully be coming out soon. Besides that, you can hear me in Deadly Comics' animations. I do a voice on Cool Times, which is really, really fun. You can find me I'm also on Fandroid, which is like a fun little live stream series that is going right now. I voiced that title character. And then I'm putting together a webcomic right now as well called Glimmer of Spring, which I hope I have more time to dedicate to soon. So if you want to see a whole bunch of goofy odds and ends and whatever the heck I'm up to, just check out Ragtag stuff. It's my little corner of the world.
Can I ask what Glimmer of Spring is about?
Oh, sure. It's about this little dormouse. His name is Fleece, and it's very eclectic in nature. It's really about him and his forest, and him exploring his own domain, and then he comes across a variety of supernatural and odd creatures, and it's the first 4 pages are up right now on my Twitter. So yeah, definitely go and give that a look if you're into that sort of thing. So
I think
we'll be making more soon.
Sounds like friendly, wholesome stuff, Tim.
Aw,
yeah, Tim.
thank you.
It sounds awesome. I know a lot of our viewers are into mouse content, so definitely go check that out. Who's next?
I think in the next year or two, Dana is developing her own TV show called TV for Cats, but in the short term, she's doing some fabricating stickers, VHSs. Does that sound right, Dana?
Pretty much. I mean, I'm working on getting all the various odds and ends set up, but um, but yeah, trying to get trying to fix our embroidery machine. That would be nice to have operating. Got the sticker engine 80% good to go. So hopefully churning a bunch of that out. There's a few other little things, but none of it's really at plugging stage just yet.
Can I ask what TV for Cats is about? Or is it just
It's,
TV for Cats?
It's TV
Oh
for
no,
cats.
that's just the name. It's gonna be like a variety show, I think.
Kind of, yeah.
It
I
sounds
don't
so
know.
fun.
A lot of the inspiration is coming from the old early 90s MTV Liquid Television, which I don't know how many people have seen that, but it's just this weird.
Yeah, I'm old. Sorry, go on.
It's this just compilation of various shorts that people have made, and it all just comes together in this one package. It's very, very unique. There's just a huge diversity of the types of content that's in there, and it's just very entrancing, and I think it's something that would work pretty well. There isn't, at least work pretty well in modern times. There aren't too many things that are really scratching that same itch, I guess.
Reaxt wants to know where to follow TV for Cats.
I'm not sure. I'll have more on that when there's more,
I guess,
concrete.
It'll be somewhere. You'll find it.
Yeah.
I'll find it. I'll show it to you. It'll be great.
Yeah. I'll be sure to let everybody know when there's a place for it to be found.
Yeah, whenever Dana has stuff ready, I will also be plugging it. So we'll kind of do.
You'll hear about
We'll
it.
spread the word.
Mhm.
Yeah. Esper99, are you working on any solo music or other bands?
Oh, watchusdie.com, watchusdie.com.com, doing a lot of work with the Ivy Leagues. What else? Got some animation work, soundtracking work that be able to share with you hopefully all in a few months. Yeah, just kicking back, having COVID, enjoying the sun.
Oh my! I forgot you have COVID. I'm so sorry.
Oh my gosh,
Oh,
I'm
no.
I
sorry.
literally have COVID.
Dude, can you
God.
I think I have
move
COVID.
Dana a little bit further away from
Yeah,
Esper99 so
I
she
was
doesn't get it?
thinking. Yeah, let's just. Can you scoot back just a little bit?
Can you feel it?
Oh shit! Now there's two. I forgot there was one hiding behind the original.
Yes.
Get rid of
Okay.
that
That
was
feels
like
safer,
really
thank you.
scary. I was so freaked out there for a second. I know I've kept my composure really well, and you didn't even notice how scared I was, but it was bad.
Oh,
I think we're at a safe we're at a safe distance.
I feel
There we go.
personally okay now.
Maybe
I'm on.
here. Hold on. I'm just gonna move Dana back a little bit, just in case.
Yeah, keep Dana. Dana's the one that comes up with the good ideas because I can't write very well. So we go to protect her.
I'm sad, but I understand.
I'm so
I
sorry.
know it's not personal.
It's and also, Studio Router Day is unionized or whatever, so it sucks and is bad, and I hate it for obvious reasons. The obvious reasons being that I can't give our guests COVID, even though I really, really want to.
Oh, that's not good at all. You should say the opposite of that.
No, yeah,
I
definitely.
feel like that's yeah.
Are there any
It's
other
something to say
diseases
while
you'd
the
like to
camera's
give them?
around.
Pardon?
Are there any other diseases you'd like to give them?
Oh, you know, I
While
mean,
we're on the topic.
I gotta rep my rat friends, the Black Plague. We're bringing it back, baby. Round two.
Yeah, very good choice.
Um,
Can't beat the classics.
Rabies is another one. Hashtag rabies pride.
First
No.
on my mind. Yeah.
No.
I guess that's a good pondering. Can cat lobsters catch rabies?
Never.
Can cat lobsters get sick? Well, yes.
They can get sick, but they don't get rabies.
Good.
They couldn't.
That would be a hassle.
They couldn't become rabid. I feel like
They're too lobsterous. They've just never had it.
that's understandable. Juniper wants to know: do cat lobsters have an extended lifespan? Do they possess the telomerase enzyme?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, why not? Yeah, sure.
Hell yeah. Cat lobsters live forever.
Yeah.
Can normal
Wow.
lobsters get rabies? That's a good question. You would think no, but
only the bad
Pretty
ones.
sure it's a mammal kind of thing.
is it a mammal thing?
Pretty sure.
Okay. Well, shoot.
I
Anyway.
know some fish
Yeah.
can get that sort of like zombie disease, but I don't know.
Birds, snakes, and
Yeah,
fish
yeah,
are not
no, that
mammals.
was the road.
Good news,
The road we
everyone.
want to go down.
Thank you, chat. We are learning.
We're expanding the
Good.
world of cat lobster. Oh shit, there's... Hold on, sorry. Something just flew by my window. There's a pigeon that lives on my
It was the
balcony.
cat UFO. It was the space cat.
So, are we allowed to talk about the
Mm.
cat UFOs? This is something I didn't want to bring up, just in case it was secret, but...
Space cats are real, and we see them sometimes.
Is there a relationship between the cat lobsters and the space cats? Or are they just... It's another case of cats being the most common species. So,
It's another case of like you'll find out.
oh, I see.
Yeah, and also it's too broad to say there's a relationship between these animals and that animals. We know about, specifically two of them. Could they be friends? Will they be friends?
Are they
Perhaps.
friends? This is... Okay. Well, I've been left with
Dana has found and seen a space cat before, and it was largely positive.
What was
That's
that?
true.
Can you tell that story?
Well, the original space cat, right? We just found
It's just a little
drifting.
guy.
It's just this little, I don't know how else to describe it, a little space cat.
Just a
Just
little
found it at the thrift store.
strange little character.
Showed Remy, and you just went wild for it.
Yeah, I lost my dang mind. I couldn't think of anything else. I got kind of a space cat toxoplasmosis.
Mm.
I've been expressing it via art and video game mostly.
Do cat lobsters do toxoplasmosis?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, cool. Great. Well,
That's
was
it. Thanks, everyone.
Thanks for coming out, everybody. Is there anything you want to talk about before we go? Any
Ooh, last minute. Okay, Monday we're gonna have a nice little keychain drop on my store. We're gonna have
Yes.
the Cat Lobster keychain. And I'm thinking all orders should come with a free Cat Lobster related button. So yeah, I'm gonna plug that. I'll have that up on the Slim Guilt Soul socials later.
Mm.
And that's
Super
about it.
exciting.
get after the
Yeah.
keychains?
Cat
Oh,
Lobster the
yeah.
game will be out at Christmas, free to play. It'll be out at Christmas if we are good. It will be out Valentine's Day next year if we are bad.
That's the soundbite.
Ooh.
That's
Yeah,
the
stay tuned.
Noted.
You heard it here. Official tertiary
Yeah.
release date.
I heard it here.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
There's that link. And with that, can we get actually one more oh yeah?
Oh yeah.
Perfect. Thanks for watching Ratterday Night, everyone. Goodbye.
Thanks everybody.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Thank you.